So hey everybody, we're back. Okay, sorry about that. We're back at my place. Okay, so hopefully lighting's good. I've got it all hooked up. I got it hooked up to power again. Of course, I wasn't gonna go drink a mojito on my own without you guys, so I was able to substitute a Jameson and ginger ale. So cheers to everybody out there. Cheers to all of you. This is part 2. Hopefully you find this stream. I've ended the other one. This is part 2. I called it part deux. Part deux. So we're right back here for part 2 at the house. And I can take all your calls too. As soon as you start joining in. Thank you. You guys are starting to join in. That's perfect. I can already tell it's a lot clearer too. You can see me a lot clearer, which is great. So we weren't able to play golf, but it's all for the better because it is raining really hard out there right now. I can see it off of the water, off of the ocean as well. And I mean, it's going to be bad today. There were a lot of dark clouds out today. So today wasn't a day to try to do experiments, but we got some sun. We were able to do some top-down driving. We went by Mar-a-Lago too. We got to talk a little bit in the car, which was cool. We listened to some cool songs, and now we're going to continue. So let's continue the fun, guys, all right? So let's chat away. Let's continue the fun. Give me a call. Ask me anything you want, anything at all. I'll try to remember the answers. If I'm repeating the answers, I'm trying to remember the answers, but I'll give it my best. And we got the speakers going. We got the new phone going. That was my fault, missing the cable. The other cable didn't work, my backup cable. I have a backup everything, and backup everything sometimes doesn't work. So that was Capri. I didn't get the mojito, but I did a Jameson and ginger ale instead. So whatever you guys are drinking, cheers to all of you. Cheers to all of you. And I'm doing it on an empty stomach, so I'm probably gonna get wasted. When I saw it, of course I was cordial. Of course I was cordial. I mean, I was with my relatives as well, about 6 or 7 of them, and I saw them 10 feet away. I wasn't going to say hello, and they came twice that day. That's really my domain, that area. It's I don't own it, but it's my domain, which means I'm up and down those streets all day long. So it's impossible. It's inevitable that they're going to run into me. So. I said hello. I said hello to Eric because it was a rare opportunity to say hello to him so that he could see me up close too. And he took me off to the side. We chatted a little bit. I did see the reactions on Elisa's face, and they were priceless. So, yeah. Thank you for saying that, Shelly. Thank you very much for saying that. And we're doing part 2 of the stream right now from home. I have a lot more privacy here, so guys, let her rip. Let her rip. So that was interesting. We went on a little ride together, and I was able to stream and ride. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling what Elisa does. It's very challenging, and I knew it from the beginning. I mean, I knew it the entire time. This multitasking, although it's possible, there's going to be leaks and lapses in some of the other things. It's not like all your senses get enhanced. You're going to miss things. And sometimes it might be important things like red lights, stop signs, turning when you're supposed to turn, going too slow, going too fast, all this stuff, and making wrong turns, missing your exits. All this stuff is going to happen because something is going to be left behind if you're trying to multitask all these things. So safety first, guys. And if I do ever do that, maybe rent a car, go on a road trip with you, make sure I have everything plugged in, of course, and we can communicate, but it's best to communicate probably through the TTSs at that point because I won't be able to read them unless someone else is reading them for me, or just not do it at all, because it's a safety risk. I mean, doing a couple things at the same time is possible, but singing into a microphone, reading the chat as well, answering calls, all the while you're streaming and you're driving, very difficult to do. The best thing to do is have like a driver do it for you, but she just won't let it go. She just wants to drive. She gets anxious when someone else drives. I know there was a time when, who was it? Was it Carol? She tried to drive for her, Waka, Yeah, she tried to drive for her, and she was anxious the entire time. I don't know what's worse, to be honest, but it's better to have a driver, and then you can stream and do whatever you want as the shotgun. But I tried to do my best when she was driving to keep them out of trouble. Streaming and driving, yeah. If you're a bad driver already, do not stream and drive. It's hard enough to walk and stream. It's hard enough to walk and stream. So we ran into a couple of issues with the signal too. So, imagine you're streaming, you're talking, you're driving, the signal goes bad. You don't realize it for a few seconds. People start to tune out, and then you realize it, and it's not that you panic, but you're like, oh no, oh shit, what happens now? I got to pull over. What am I going to do? So you got these unknowns being thrown at you. So Tan Man hasn't had to face that, I don't think, yet. He's been pretty good walking around in Delray Beach, but you did notice that his arm got tired, right? So my arm doesn't get that tired that quickly, but his arm got tired, something unexpected. He asked for a friend. Now, he has a lot of friends that come and join him too, so they can help him out with bags, helping out with stuff like that. So that's why my whole goal is to always travel as light as possible. It's just that I missed the cord right now. Otherwise, I would have been charging up at Capri. I showed you Capri. Capri's a great place. So another time, we're going to hang out at Capri. I'm going to get a nice couch over there. Maybe we'll have some pizza together, and that'll be a very cool place to kind of hang out. And you can hear me clearly right now, so I know there won't be any issue with that. And even if it's loud, we already have a solution for that. We have the microphones. Even though I like clear ambient noise, the microphones get the job done. I was in a really, really loud nightclub last weekend, and you guys could hear me very clearly. I lost my voice 2 days later, so I shouldn't have screamed so much, but I thought that you couldn't hear me. So you could hear me loud and clear. I played it back, so it was pretty cool. Your wife drives with her knee and you hate it? Do not let her do that. Is she putting on makeup with her hands? Because I've seen that happen in all my days of driving, commuting back and forth to work. I've seen some crazy things at 7:30 in the morning, guys. I mean, people putting on makeup while they're in like 10 to 15 mile an hour traffic. That's absolutely the worst. It's one thing driving 55 miles an hour when there's a clear distance in front of you. It's another thing when you have stop and go traffic going 15 miles an hour and someone's putting makeup on. You're gonna eat that lipstick. So yeah, do not drive with your knees. I know all of us have tried that, right? All of us have tried that. You needed your hands free for 1 second. You put your knees up there on the wheel. It doesn't always work. What happens if you have to react real quickly? What happens if you sneeze? What happens if you're streaming and then you're sneezing at the same time? You're sneezing. It's like, I think I was 17. I was driving along. The light had turned green, and the person in front of me was the first person in line. So he started to drive, and then I started to drive right behind him. I sneezed, but I kept going the same speed because I was still learning. I was still young. So he stopped short. I hit his rear bumper. He had it tied up with a rope, so already he had an issue with his bumper. But later on, when he came to visit the house to tell us about the damage, back then people talked to each other. He came back to the house. He didn't have that rope around the bumper, and he said that I cracked his frame. But we found proof that it was done beforehand, so I wasn't in big trouble. But I sneezed and I ran into the back of him. Nothing happened. I just tapped him. But sneezing and streaming would be a bad idea. All right, I see everybody's coming back. Thank you so much. All right, so we're doing part 2 right now. Enjoy your favorite beverage, guys. I know it's early in some parts, but it's always 5 o'clock somewhere, even on a Sunday. Right? They always say never on Sunday. You know that movie, Never on Sunday, or that song? You guys enjoying this kind of different direction I took it today? Today was a what the hell stream. I don't care. What the hell, right? Let's just say what the hell. So I was going to do a little bit of golfing too. We did what we could. We got Mar-a-Lago out of it. That's all right. Barbie, but people do crazy things on the road. Yeah, they do crazy things. I've seen mattresses on fire. I've seen debris, crazy stuff. I've seen, you know how they have those big trucks where you load up cars and then they have ramps. They have these metal ramps that they bring down so that the cars can go onto the truck. One of those metal ramps flew off of the truck, flew over everybody and just so happened, like it flew right over my car and so happened to just crash right behind my car and totally missed me, but it would have killed anybody that it hit. Killed anyone. Probably looking at a porn book. Oh, that hit the spot, guys. Because it was hot outside. It was humid. It was hot and humid, and that's why it's raining. And now it just cleared up again. Can you believe that? Florida weather, right? Just wait a second. That's what we used to say in Massachusetts. If the weather's bad in Massachusetts, just wait a minute, and it'll change. Right. So Chuck Norris doesn't have anything on me, right? That's like a Chuck Norris joke. The lion walked away. That's funny. You guys hear the joke that I saw Harrison Ford say to, I think it was Jimmy Fallon. He said that there was a guy stocking groceries in a grocery store, and a lady goes up to him and says, "I can't find the broccoli. Where's the broccoli?" "Sorry, ma'am, we're fresh out of broccoli. Come tomorrow, we'll have some broccoli for you." She goes away. He continues to stack up all of his oranges. After about a minute, she comes back and she says, "Sir, I can't find the broccoli at all. Anywhere to be found." "Ma'am, we're fresh out of broccoli. I'm so sorry, but if you come back tomorrow at 8 a.m., I know we have a shipment coming in of broccoli, and we're going to be able to give you as much broccoli as you want." Another minute goes by. She walks away. He's still doing his job, ordinary job, just stocking all of his groceries. And she goes by once again. "For the life of me, I can't find the broccoli at all. I don't know what's going on. I always get my broccoli here. What is happening?" And he goes to her and he says, "Excuse me, can you just do me a favor and spell cat, C-A-T, like as in catastrophic, C-A-T. Okay, great. Can you spell dog as in dogmatic? D-O-G. Great. Now, can you spell fuck as in broccoli?" She says, "There's no fucking broccoli." "Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's no fucking broccoli." So I found that to be a very, very funny joke. And coming from Harrison Ford, who is pretty uncomfortable when he does talk shows, that was a great joke. I didn't expect to see that one. There's no fucking broccoli. I say shorter jokes than that, but that you kind of don't know what the punchline's gonna be. Like, where is this going? Do you guys have jokes? Call up, tell me a joke. Let's do it opposite way, right? You guys must have a joke. Give me a call, 617-398-0175. Tell me a joke. Make me laugh to the joke. I love to laugh to jokes. Make me laugh. In the meantime, maybe we'll play a song again. Oh, we got a call already. Great. Hello, you're live with TK.
Hi, TK. It's Dina.
Hi, Dina. How are you?
Good. I'm glad I finally got to watch you live. Usually, I'm sleeping or at work or something.
Yeah, I know. When I usually do the earlier streams, right? You're working, and then you kind of have to tune into the recorded. I'm sorry about that. It's just whenever I can find time, especially this week.
Yeah, of course. It's okay. I'm just happy. But the weird thing is, I don't think anyone in chat can see me because I said hi to you and a few other people that I'm friends with, and no one can see me writing in the chat.
Now, is that here in this chat? Is it, because I never banned anybody at all. I never touched a button, not one.
I know you would never ban me.
Yeah, not one button was touched for anybody. Everybody is welcome. Everybody can voice their opinion, and everybody can say what they want to say. But if I don't like it, of course, you got to give me a chance. So yeah, did you say this was a problem on somebody else's chat?
they don't see me, so it's a technical issue. But I'm
Yeah.
not sure why. I just wanted to let you know.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll look into it on my end. I'll look into it on my end, Dina. I am not sure at all why that's happening. I never hit a button. I never made a restriction. And I actually removed all of the restrictions. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know you never would, but I was like talking to you and, you know, Lainey and Kathy and Barbie and all the cool chicks in the chat.
They're saying for you to restart your computer. Are you watching me through your laptop by any chance?
Computer, not laptop.
Can you try to just do us a favor and restart it, and then you can join the chat again?
Okay.
They're saying it might be a problem on your end because you said it was an issue on another stream too, and I know that I haven't touched a thing. Yeah.
No, just on today. But I'll go back up sometimes. But I wanted to say hi to everyone, and I'm sorry I don't have a joke. I suck at jokes, but I just want to say
You don't have a joke for us? Oh, Dina, think of one. Think of one and call back, okay?
Oh, shoot. I'll have to call back if I think of one. I'm so bad at jokes. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'm bad at retaining them. Like, people tell me the best jokes, but I'm so bad at, like, being able to remember it and then tell it again.
Right. Everybody has that issue, but if they drink a little bit, they suddenly remember them. So this one was fresh in my memory, the broccoli one, so I wanted to say it. But Dina, everybody's saying hello to you. Obviously, you're more than welcome here. So you have 2 homework assignments. One is to restart your computer, and the other one is come up with a joke for us, okay?
Yes, sir. You have a good one.
You too, Gina. Thank you. All right.
Take care.
All right. Now, who has a joke for us? I'm going to get a refill while you guys think about that. Let's see if I can play a song in the meantime. All right. I don't know why I have an urge to play these types of songs, but I am going to. Never mind the commercials. Nobody likes the commercials, right? Where are you, T-Ray? So what I heard the other day about the banning is if you're banned and you actually type a comment, it doesn't tell you you're banned. So you could think that people can see your comments. So you have to kind of make an outrageous comment to see if people react to it, because YouTube doesn't tell you that you're banned. So your message, they won't say, oh, you're banned, you can't type this message. You can actually hit the button, type the message, have it go through on your end, and you think that you're actually sending a message that everybody can read in public. That's not the case. So I don't know why YouTube does that. Anybody know why that happens? You only report chatters if they are spamming or doxing. Yeah, but unfortunately, there's a lot of doxing that goes on behind the scenes. And it could be happening in Discord servers. It could be happening where they think they're safe. But still, if you could try to give other people's private information out, without their knowledge, you could get into hot water doing that. And I don't care where you think you're safe. Everything is trackable, everything. And anybody can be doxxed, and anybody can be found. So be very careful if you're trying to think about doing stuff like that. I mentioned that in detail, and I was speaking very sternly. I mentioned it in detail during the cruise as well, because I was under the impression that people were trying to dox. And that's a no-no right there. That's a no-no. If you know any better, you know better than to just lay off of doing that kind of stuff. And by the way, the childish aspect of doxing people, I mean, get a life. Find something else to do, guys. Really? You're trying to destroy somebody just because they've been on a social, who cares, Worry about yourselves. Since you were banned on someone's platform, I thought it was banned everywhere. Another reason I made a new account, but today Google made me update my info because, you got to do everything over again. Yeah, that is bad. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And this is the kind of childish stuff that people do. And like I said, there are a few bad apples, and I'm sure this exists in all of live streaming and in all of chat rooms. The people who come normally, they think that they have some kind of a vested interest into that channel, and that without them doxing people, without them being involved, that somehow the channel's missing something. Everybody's replaceable, even the friends that we have on these channels. Okay, so if you go bad and you try to do something like that sinister to somebody, dox them, and then release that information to the public, you are in big trouble. You are in very big trouble, and everyone can be found. You know that there are social media lawyers just for this purpose? Just for this purpose, guys. For slander, libel, and doxing, and releasing of private information that people can't do. Okay, so I would think twice about doing stupid things like that. But not you guys. You guys are pretty good. I'm speaking to a very, very small group of people. They were the smart asses growing up, but they're too lazy to look up real information. So they either believe what people tell them and they run with it, or they make up stuff on their own, or they try to damage people's reputation with lies, or they try to release private information that's going to get them into trouble with their jobs or whatever it may be. Okay? Well, with me, you picked the wrong guy, obviously, because I'm going to fight back. But there's other people who have emotions. You hurt their emotions too while you're doing the doxing, while you're spreading lies about them, and they don't know what to do with themselves. And it's a really big problem. It's a bullying problem, really. But it's not coming from teenagers. That's the crazy part. It's coming from adults. Adults should know better, okay? And then you heard of instances where it's adults doing it to teenagers, which is even worse. Am I following the Sebastian Rogers case? Can you repeat that case to me, what that one is, just so that I'm familiar with it? Because there was a case, what was it about the cop? I think I mentioned it in a stream. I mentioned it in detail because I looked into it. Was that the cop? The reason for the name is you've been constipated in the last couple of weeks. I know it's silly, but silly and it's all fun. Yeah, if you're constipated, they say prune juice is the solution, right? Or is prune juice the opposite? I think prune juice is the solution. It's hard to find prune juice. You go to the supermarket, sometimes you can't find prune juice, but prune juice is the solution. And then there's something else called Colace that you can take. Cancer patients take that, and it helps them poop because they get constipated. So Colace, Docalace, Docalax, that kind of stuff, that'll help you out. But that's the extent of my knowledge. Also, if you're fasting, you'll realize that you don't poop as often. So you might not poop for 3-4 days. So is that part of the reason? Have you been fasting and you realize, oh boy, I'm not going to the bathroom in 3-4 days. It's like there's nothing in there. There's no waste. So that could be part of the reason. Or you just don't have enough, you're dehydrated. That's another reason. You've been eating Fiber One bars and broccoli? Oh boy, oh boy. When the day comes, boy, will that be a party, huh? Poop Talk with TK. That actually sounds pretty funny. Poop Talk with TK. We'll talk about anything. Call in, let's talk about poop. Actually, a very close family member of mine who had cancer, and I did the benefit for that, and I mentioned that my mom had cancer too, but I spoke with hundreds of doctors, I think hundreds at this point. And one of them said, up front, they said, we're gonna be talking a lot about poop today. And it was hard not to laugh, right? Because that's one of the problems that you run into when you're doing therapy and treatments for cancer. We're gonna talk a lot about poop. You're gonna get sick and tired about talking about poop. And they were right, they were right. Poop is a big deal when it comes to cancer treatments. Yeah, people form their own theories because it's something I mentioned in the other day's stream when I talked about the equipment. Those smart asses or those agitators, the troublemakers, the ones that try to stir the pot and get people all riled up, those people are taking information out of context. These are sometimes 3 hours, 4 hours, 10 hours long streams, and they don't have the time, they're too lazy to go look at the facts. And because they don't have the facts, they fill in the blanks themselves, and they could do damaging things to people. And if they hear a lie, they're gonna go with that instead of doing their homework and going into the streams and watching them and seeing what was actually said. So that's why I said that many times I have to always respond to things that I hear on other streams and tell you the truth, because it's almost like a full-time job. People just come up with stupid shit to say, and then I have to clarify it. And usually when I do clarify it, then it makes sense. Then it makes sense to you, because what they say is complete nonsense, but they roll with it, and then people jump on top of it. So it's like a mob. It's like a mob scene of people chasing after Frankenstein with torches. Same exact thing. So you have to put an end to that. You have to, especially when it's done to you personally, you have to stop it right away. Now, I can't do it all the time. I can't catch all of them, but the ones that I will catch, I will respond to. So this isn't really Elisa bashing. This is setting the record straight for these idiots that continue to play along and say these lies all the time, just so that they can get people all worked up in the chat and create content within the chat. I don't know what the hell they're trying to do, but they're making themselves look very, very dumb when they do stuff like that. Has anyone watched the Natalia Grace shows? The Curious Case of Natalia. Who is Natalia Grace? Let's look it up. Okay, so you sent a couple songs, Barbie. Let me see if those songs are in here, and I'll replay them back right now, okay? So sorry about that. Let me see. I have another phone now, so I can check it out. She's a dwarf, and what happened with her being a dwarf? So let's see here. Okay, so let me check Power Chat. Now that I have the ability to use both phones, I'm so relieved because I could do two things at once. A dwarf that was abandoned as a child, but people think she's an adult. Okay. And I can make a funny test song too. Maybe I'll do that later. All right, so let's see what songs came in. Oh yes, I do see them. So let's play the first one going back. This one here. Let's see if that goes through, guys. Should come through in a little bit, and then we'll play the other one too. And thank you for mentioning those to me. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and make sure that everything's marked off here. Make sure those go through. All right. Okay, so I just started this stream when the battery was low, and that's probably the reason why. Let's play them again. Play right now. All right.
Max sent $5. Who was the best to stream with? The worst. And why chat wants to know.
All right, Kathy. We'll see you later. Right glass, I gotta look cool.
Say your prayers and so on. Don't forget my son to include everyone.
All right, so that's one, and I'm not going in any particular order here. This is just people's donations that were actually missed. It was probably because the stream was in, the battery was low, and sometimes when the signal's out, it won't go through completely. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna play them. All right, so we're gonna play right now. See if this goes through. There it is. Sunday.
Like when you said you felt so happy you could die. I told myself that you were right for me, but felt so lonely in your company. But that was love to make us still remember. Resignation to the end, always the end. So when we found that we could not make sense, well, you said that we would still be friends. But I'll admit that I was glad it was over.
All right, okay. Were there any other ones that I missed? Anybody play something that I missed? Let me know. I played a couple right now. There's one more left here. Let me play this just in case it was missed, all right? Just in case. So if you hear it again, no big whoop. It's okay.
Project Barbie sent $5.
was awesome. Thank you so much for those donations. And I always want to make sure that you're made whole. So hopefully if you've donated and it didn't come through, let me know. I'll replay it for you. So thank you for that. So this is pretty cool. Having the two phones really helps me out. But before I was out blind, I was working blindly. So this is a lot easier this way. I do have to carry a little bit more, but it's not a big deal. And again, the call-in number 617-398-0175. Give me a call. Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me a joke, damn it. All you people who don't have a joke, I'm gonna have to come up with something again. Right? Just find it out of thin air. Come up with one. I already told you the rabbit and the bear joke. I already said that one. That one's a cute joke. That's PG. I'll actually play a song. Let me see if I can figure this out here. We'll do a funny one. And we're gonna go big, right? We're gonna go billionaire numbers. Okay? You'll see what I mean. Okay. All right. So this is my favorite song, my favorite rock song, actually, that I don't know. There are other ones that come very, very close, but this one's pretty cool for middle stream, a rock song. Do I ever find my friend the other night? The guy that is an artist. Oh, so you're talking about Will Quigley? Quigley, I don't know if he's still in town. He did text me, but I'm very suspicious of his text because I'm very worried about where he shares the text. So I'd rather have him call me. So if he needs to communicate with me, he can call me. And we can talk together because he's done a few mischievous things over the past few days. So I don't know if he's still in town. I didn't go to the art show, so I'm sad that I didn't go. I wanted to go see some of the artwork that he had on display. Quigley is a great guy. We get along pretty well. He's a big talker. He loves to talk. He just loves to talk constantly, and he'll talk to anybody. I find that I can do that as well. He just loves doing it, and I guess it comes with the territory when you're an artist. You're selling yourself. You're selling yourself at these art shows. So you have to communicate with the highest end people possible because these are really contemporary works of art. So you have to get that crowd going. And I think it's a small world because when he speaks with people, they seem to all know each other in some way, shape, or form. So I'm outside of the art world. I never was a big part of it. So everything that I talk about with Quigley is really question and answer because I'm just trying to learn as much as I possibly can. So I met a few people through him, and they're great people, and you know they're throwing names out there that I have no idea what they're talking about. So hopefully one day I'll get a little bit more information and I'll be able to talk intelligently about it. Did he really sell artwork to Trump? Yeah, I think he did. He said so. He said so to me, so I'm going off of his word. So he said that he painted sports figures too, Michael Jordan, I think. You know, and he's got, the last time we were at the convention center, he had a Reagan on sale, Ronald Reagan on sale that he was selling. And then he asked me, he said that I would get a commission if I sold the Prince one. There was a Prince painting. I do have some people in high places, but I don't know if they're interested in Prince. I'll be sure to run it by anybody who has the means. I certainly, I'm not interested in purchasing it. I've got bare walls here. I've got really big walls, like really big. I always was wondering, what should I fill these walls with? I have a cousin who is an artist. I was gonna tell her to just come here and just go crazy, paint whatever you want on the wall. I'll pay for all of the materials and all that stuff, you know. But she never ended up doing it. And that would be awesome if you just had a painting right on the wall. Yeah. So Quigley, great guy. I know he's been doing it for a very long time. You know, he was on the stream and he was being torn one way, being pulled the other direction too. But he knows, you know, he never needed any kind of help with knowing what's going on. So people tried to make these art scenarios and make me out to look evil in some way. That's all nonsense, guys. That's all for laughs, really. All right, let's see if I can finish this TTS. What kind of song do I want to find? Let me find that song first. Call in. Keep me energized, guys. Call in. All right. So we're going to do it from the source here. Watch me donate to myself. And this is a really great present I'm giving myself. Look at this. Look at this. Let's see if this works. Wow!
Adventures sent $100,000. This is how we do it.
Wow, TK, thank you so much. 100 grand. Wow. Now we're talking. That it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was fresh as a bright blue sky. Now and then when I see your face, it takes me away to that special place. And if I stay too long, I'd probably break down and cry. Whoa. Wow, you think if you donate to yourself 100 grand, you'd get the whole song, but nope, life isn't fair. So, you say, TK, what did you think about TM buying his 5,000 subscribers? Do you think he really bought them? I don't know. So he had a few pickleball, like videos beforehand. I don't know what had happened before that. I don't even know how to do that, so I can't speak about it. So I don't know how many videos did he have before he started live streaming. I have no clue. I don't know. That's a question for 10, man. But all I know is mine are all built up organically, slowly. Of course, You were great. All of you are great. And get the word out. I really want to hit that next mark, 250, and then from 250 bounce to 500. And then hopefully I'll have a little bit of respect in the industry. Right now I'm kind of a, very, very low, insignificant little peon. But if I get 500, I think, then people will start to say, okay, great. We'll have more people in the chat. There'll be more interaction. That's what I want. I want it to organically grow. I don't care about stupid bots. I don't care about purchased people. These are all fake. These are all fake. So let's do it organically, guys. Let's do it real. I got the time. I got the time for it. So I have the patience for it too. We'll slowly wait and we'll make it grow slowly. And that's the best way to do it, right? He bought them for like 50 cents. Really? You can buy subscribers for that cheap? So everybody running around out there has thousands of subscribers and they can monetize just because they bought subscribers? That doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't YouTube have a way of like going around that and stopping that, putting an end to that? I can understand buying bots while you're live streaming, and the bots don't really last that long. They last about an hour, I guess, unless you pay for them throughout the entire stream. I don't know who is, like that kind of manipulative to do that, to make them think that, to make people think that they always have that certain amount of people. Like I've seen streams with 75,000 people. Were bots needed there? It depends on who the guest is or who the actual streamer is. So you got to kind of relate. It's all a math equation. So if you have a certain amount of subscribers, you're going to have a certain amount of people tuning in. You're going to have a certain amount of people watching the recorded video too. So all of it has to make sense. When something doesn't make sense, it's suspicious. Okay? So if you normally have, like right now we have about 17 to 20 viewers. Okay? Sometimes it bounces to 30. That's pretty much where I am. Now, one day it went up to 800. I knew that was suspicious. That was bots. Somebody actually admitted that they bought bots. One time, Tan Man did a stream. He went from 30 people all the way up to 380 or 400 people. And then after an hour, they all went away. So that goes to show you that you can easily get bots to make it appear that more people are watching. For what reason? I don't know. I think it's absolutely stupid. You were glad you did. When you first saw his account, it had 10 people. Then overnight, he had over 5,000. Is that true? Oh, really? Wow. I did not know that. I did not know that, sir. I did not know that. So if I don't know something, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to pretend that I do. Tan Man admitted it last night. I'm glad you called him out. What did I call him out for? I don't remember what I called him out for. Can you tell me? His channel has 4,000 views total, but he has 5,000 subs and channel started less than a month ago. Oh, so the channel was started less than a month ago? I didn't know that either. I didn't look into it. I took it at face value. Because I know with the live streaming, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have watching your videos. He could have had people from years ago who never tune in again, who don't have the notification bell clicked. But with IRL, people have a need to constantly see content, new stuff, fresh stuff, all the time. So the subscribers don't matter at all. It's about who's in the chat. It's about how many people are in the chat, contributing, interacting with the people that are on the live stream. That's what this technology is all about. What I'm doing with you right now is what this technology is all about. This is what I love about it. This is why I think this is the future. And I wanted to learn as much as I could about it. I had said early on in the streams with Elisa, I had said that I don't even want to be paid because I see this as an apprenticeship. I don't know if you guys caught that. I said that. While, Christy was bickering about her raises and all that stuff, I didn't feel that anybody should really be paid for this unless they absolutely had no interest at all in what IRL was, which Christy is one of them. She couldn't care less how IRL works or whatever. She reports into another day. It's as if nothing ever happened in between, even if it's 2 weeks difference. She doesn't watch the streams. I know she doesn't watch the streams. She just goes, it's just an ordinary day for her, just another day. But to me, it was kind of an apprenticeship. I was learning about the technology. That's what I was really curious about, learning about the technology. And then I had no interest in, getting paid or whatever. But then when people showed interest in, hey, why don't you stream the cruise? I thought, hey, you know what? That's a good idea, but I got to get to work to find out how to do all that, so I don't have any obstacles while I'm on the ship, because then I would have abandoned it. You guys would have been pissed, and then nothing would have happened. But thankfully, I got through it. 25 hours worth. 25 hours. So I think that I've put in a lot of hours right now. We're past the month point. So I've gotten through a lot, and now the equipment is better. You can hear me a lot better. So I'm really, really excited and happy about that, because now I can continue and we can do other interesting things. Today was just an experiment to see what the signal would look like. The signal still sucks on Palm Beach Island. We hate Palm Beach Island. We hate it. But that's the truth of what Palm Beach is. So when you're out here on the West Palm Beach side along 95, you're going to get a better signal. But like I said, if I run into a jam, if I'm at a concert or at a car show or whatever, like a music festival, swap meet, whatever it is, if I see that the signal goes down, I can always switch to different towers and a different service completely and hotspot off of that. So this is stuff that I'm sharing with you that it's kind of boring, but it really makes a difference when you're in a jam. You'd much rather build a channel organically. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. So this is having an effect on me. Empty stomach, guys. All right. So he will never get monetized on YouTube. They can detect that. The numbers don't add up. So it's not only that. Live streamers who play music, who play songs to make the streams, work smoothly, to kind of have them go seamless when there are not dead spots, but quiet spots, so that people don't kind of go to the next channel, because there's always the next channel. I mean, you can always go watch bald eagles hatch their babies and all that, and there's 100,000 people watching that, so you can always go to that. But if you have kind of a slow period, you can play music. And when live streamers, IRL, they play music, it connects people, it keeps them engaged, and it keeps me engaged too, a person like me. So I'm dancing, I'm singing along, I'm having fun with you guys, so that's great. But the problem is with that, you have copyright claims, and then YouTube comes back at you and says, oh, you got copyright claims. A lot of them are here in this country. It's no problem, but if you are monetized right now, this video doesn't count. Imagine having that times 100. So you make 100 videos, you don't get jack squat from YouTube just because there are a lot of songs played, or you go through a nightclub, or you go through a restaurant and then songs are played and they're copyright claims, and you're not going to get a dime of monetization there. So that's why there's a need for Power Chat to keep people afloat, right? I think Elisa mentioned that she met this guy JJ, and this guy JJ said that he didn't have gas money. Is that right? So he's walking around with his selfie stick and his phone, and he says to Elisa, I don't have enough money for gas money. Imagine. So, I mean, they're going completely different direction. So it's great. It's great that you can support yourself with this. It's very difficult to support yourself. I mean, it's one thing having enough people that donate to you all the time. That's great. But a lot of live streamers don't have donations at all. And they're pretty much scrappers, so they're in trouble. So they don't have monetization. Even if they have 10,000 people subscribe, 100,000 people subscribe, doesn't matter. A lot of the newer videos that they're making have music in them. So that's one way that YouTube doesn't pay you, I guess. Now, this is just something that I recently found out. This is not like I'm giving you this information that nobody knows. I'm finding this out. I'm just releasing it to you, that a lot of people who are making videos, they make recorded videos purposely with music that's not copywritten. This stuff, though, with IRL, it's so hard to avoid that you don't get payment for monetization, even if you have 10,000 or 100,000 subscribers. So by using these platforms where people can pay you and donate their songs, it kind of offsets that. It offsets the problem. So which guy are we talking about here where you feel sorry for the guy? I'm trying to go back to the chat. You much rather build a channel organically. Imagine buying fake subscribers. He will never get monetized. Yeah, so if he's had 5,000 people and it's real and it's organic, then he would get monetized. So he has to be careful about the songs that are being played. But of course, it's boring to play the songs that are not copywritten, that are approved. If you do that all the time, you're going to lose subscribers. That's why you have platforms like PowerChat. And PowerChat went down the other day because they had reached their quota for YouTube. And if you can imagine that they pay YouTube in some way, shape, or form, I would imagine, so that you don't hear the ads when people put the link into PowerChat. That's only PowerChat. There are other platforms as well. Now, if PowerChat goes down, guess what I got to do? I got to find another platform that can replace it as a backup if that should happen. So that happened to me the other day. It happened to Tan Man. It happened to Elisa. Elisa had Elisa Chat, if you remember. Elisa had Power Elisa, or whatever it was called. And they had another avenue by which people could donate. Or you can use a different source. You can go from an actual purchased MP3 and play that on PowerChat. It probably would have worked. But anything from YouTube, they probably reached their quota, and they probably pay YouTube so that there's no ads coming through in those songs. Now, I don't know that for sure, but that's the way that it works logically in my mind. That's probably the way it works. StreamYards. StreamYards I've heard of. It's another platform that people use to live stream from. I haven't gone into it. I'm not familiar with it. There's Streamlabs too, where people can do creative things. Ice Poseidon also does something cool that I really like, that I might want to copy off of him. And maybe other streamers do it too. I think it's really great to have this. And it is in the corner of the screen to have the like temperature and the weather and where you are. I think it's so cool to have that. I don't know if it's going to be too busy for the screen, because later on down the line, if you want to rewatch these videos, you can know what kind of a situation I was in. I don't have to tell you. He also has something ridiculous, which is his heart rate. His heart rate on the other side of the screen. And it tells people what his heart rate is. So if he's in danger, you can say, oh, stranger danger. You know, there's a heart rate monitor right there, which is kind of funny. It's kind of funny because you can tell, I mean, he shouldn't be playing poker with a heart rate monitor while he's live streaming. You know, it would be a dead giveaway. That's why those people who wear the Apple Watches, you know, and it says their heart rate and it starts to ding when the heart rate goes too high. You don't want to be wearing one of those Apple Watches when you're playing poker. You got to have a poker face on. JJ plays a character for stream and uses a fake voice. Does he? Really? I don't know who JJ is. It's the first time I ever heard of him when they ran into each other in Lake Worth. So I'm sorry, I don't know who he is. I just heard that he said that he needed gas money. Was he just making it up? You know, I don't know. I don't know how rich these people are. I really don't know. I really don't know what the demographic is. But is it because they don't have anything else going on that they do live stream? I certainly do this as a hobby at this point. This is definitely a hobby for me. If it fails to be something fun for me, or if it starts getting boring, like right now, I've already contributed a lot of money to this. I've bought new equipment. I have another plan that I wouldn't normally have. So it's becoming thousands now where I'm going to be giving to this. So I'm going to be looking at it as a cash flow thing. So if money's coming in and it's paying off for all my expenses, by all means, I'll continue just for that reason alone. But I have no problem with continuing to spend money as long as I'm having fun. So as long as I'm having, you know, these cruises aren't cheap. I'm going to be going on trips. Those aren't cheap. Now, it could be because I already had a plan to go on these trips. That doesn't matter. But because I'm live streaming, I'm going to be going on to places that I wouldn't normally go to. And that is an expense. So now that the expenses are going up, if I'm also not having fun, and if I'm having fun, I have no problem with paying the money. But I always appreciate that we're coming back in, because then in my mind, it's not just a loss. It's something where we can maintain the channel, we can build the channel together, and everything that comes in. Like I said, this is not to change my lifestyle. My lifestyle is the way that it is. I'm happy with it. No, I'm not the richest person in the world. I'm not the poorest person in the world, but I'm perfectly content. And what I'm doing here is I'm putting it right back into the stream. The other day I did the charity event. I want to do more of those. And I think all of you had fun too. I didn't hear any negative feedback. And of course, anyone who give negative feedback on cancer research is an idiot. So thank you for that. When he was first on Captain, he literally acted like a robot. Wow, you guys know more than me. Yeah, you guys know more than me. You saw a clip before. Okay, I see. He and Lisa streamed together many times in LA and Florida once, I think. Oh, really? Okay. So are you talking about Captain Content or are you talking about JJ? I'm not sure. Beep bop boop. So I think you're talking about JJ. Maybe you're talking about JJ. No, it's a small world, guys, because I guess when Captain Content was doing it, it was kind of in its infancy. I want to say that live streaming IRL is really, 5 years old? 5 years? Elisa's been doing it for 2.5, 3 years maybe. So she caught it really in the beginning. I kind of feel like we're still in the infancy of this, where we're still kind of working it out and trying to find a place for it, but I do believe it is the future. I believe that nobody will be wanting to watch a movie unless it was a classic movie like an Oscar winner or something really engaging, unless they have some interaction with it. There was a channel, I think, on Comedy Central where people used to watch movies and then there used to be like a chat underneath it and then people making comments, funny comments. That was like 20 years ago. And that was new in its time, and people really didn't understand it. They're like, why are all these subtitles? Why are all these things coming at the bottom of the screen? I just want to watch the movie. And it's really commentary. It was commentary on what they were seeing. So what is IRL? IRL is you're out there and you're giving them an image, but they're commenting on the image and they're talking amongst themselves too. It is the future. This is the future. Now, is it the future where it becomes reality? Maybe, but not right now. Reality is very different from IRL, even though you try to say that it is IRL because of the chat factor, right? There are a lot of emotions that are mixed in there. There are a lot of craziness that happens. There's lies told, well, just like in real life, but to a higher degree, I think. I think if you can get through IRL, then you can pretty much function in society very, very easily. And it seems for any kind of sales. If you're in the sales world, you can easily adapt to IRL as well, live streaming. Mystery Science Theater, is that what it was? Because I remember watching it on Comedy Central. They would play a movie and there would be commentary under it. It would be like robots or people talking about the movie and making fun of the movie. And I was like, wow, why are there people talking about the movie? I just want to watch the movie. Tan Man edits all of his videos or like deletes them altogether. One thing that I have never done, and I'll tell you again now, is every single live video that I've made, I've never edited. I may in the future if there's a situation where it just sucks so bad, but even the crappy ones with choppiness in them, I like to keep them in there so they're a reminder of what I had to go through to get to a certain level. I think it's a great experience where you have this learning curve of nonsense and crappy streams, and then you get to a better and better and better level, and then you can see how you evolve over time. I think that is sweet to do. His son is a busy guy? Yeah, his son is in school for video production, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But his son picked up the software very quickly, and he's helping out his dad tremendously, I think. And it's great to have a producer because it lightens the load for you so you can do what you're talented at, which might be just talking all the time, blabbing all the time. And I've always said that when you have the ability to blab, that's like more than 60% of it. The other part is time. You need time. You need to have enough time. If you don't have a day job, then you have enough time. You're forced to have enough time. But if you have a part-time job, you have enough money on the side, you can pretty much do this too. You can do live streaming. And it's not that hard. It's not that hard. to learn. You just got to be willing to learn, and you got to be willing to get through a few of the obstacles that you're going to encounter, like I have, that I've tried to share with everybody. What else? What else we got? Let's play another song. Let's see if we can play another song. Anybody got a joke? Nobody's got a joke yet. We got 25 in the chat. Nobody has a joke. I don't think so. I think you have a joke. Just call me and tell me your joke, please, so that everybody can hear it. I don't want to tell you guys jokes until I hear jokes. Give me a break from blabbing. Or just say anything that's on your mind, too. Let's see if we can come up with another song here. Let me just check everything, make sure everything's cool. Everything seems like it's good. All right, great. Signal good. Audio good. My face still fat. All good. Fat and happy. All right, so I did like that Metallica song. Let's see if we can find another Metallica song to play. You guys like Metallica? I haven't heard this in a while. Let's see how this goes. Let's see what we got. You see, you have things happening at all times. Oh, we got a call. All right, that's why. All right. Hello, Dina. Give me the good news. What's the good news?
Hi, TK. I came up with 2 jokes.
You came up with a joke? All right, tell us the jokes. Tell us the jokes.
Okay, I got 2.
All right.
What do you call fake spaghetti?
A fake daddy?
No.
What did you say? What do you call a fake daddy? Is that what you asked?
No, what do you call fake spaghetti?
Oh, fake spaghetti. Let's see. What do you call fake spaghetti? I don't know. It's not coming to mind. What do you call fake spaghetti?
An impasta.
Impasta. Okay, all right. That's cute. That's cute. What's your second one? What's your second one? Let's move to the second one as fast as possible.
Why don't scientists trust atoms? ATOMS. Atoms.
Okay. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Is that what you said?
Yeah, ATOMS. Atoms.
Okay. Why don't they trust atoms? Why don't they trust them?
Because they make up everything.
They make up everything. Okay, all right. I'll be sure to share these jokes at my next time I visit an elementary school. They're cute, though. They're funny. They're funny. Thank you for that. Hey, did you get the other issues out of the way? Are you able to be in chat now?
No, I'm definitely shadow banned. I looked it up and
What is shadow ban? What is that? I don't even know what it is.
so it's like when someone like reports you like Joni does to me, you can't post anything. Like I was in Elisa's chat posting some things and I didn't know that no one could see me.
Yeah.
And I figured it out, so I think I was shadow banned for like a few weeks, and then in Tan Man's group, everything was working fine, and then when I came today to you, it's not working, so I think there's a good chance like I'm shadow banned for another either a few days or a few weeks. I think I had a few days where it was okay.
That's what I was going to ask. I was going to ask, how long does it last for?
Yeah, I looked it up. It says it can be anywhere from a few days, but usually a few weeks, which kind of makes sense with certain things.
That's terrible, but they're taking one person's word for it.
Yeah, exactly. Because I talked some trash about her because she talks trash about me, and so that's how it is. It's really strange, but You know.
So that means that you can't type in to any chat on any channel because of one person in one channel.
Well, I type in, but no one sees it. It's like talking to myself.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. I know. At least they should tell you, hey, you have no say here. Instead of you thinking that it's actually coming through.
It's really, really weird. Like, I wouldn't even, like, be that low to do that to somebody. But, anyway, so, like, I'll see tonight in Tan Man's
So Dina, they're saying that, yeah, maybe, because Dina, they're saying that it only lasts for one day. That's what I'm reading in chat right now. If you're reading along, Danger's saying that. Hopefully it is for just one day, because that makes more sense. They kind of give the one person the benefit of the doubt. That one person could be insane. It could be crazy, you know? So why are you being banned? Why are you being banned by one person across all streams, right? So that doesn't make sense to me.
It could be a few. It could be Joni and Elisa. You know, when they get together, they scheme.
No, look. It doesn't even matter who it is. The fact that YouTube takes under consideration only one person's opinion and then bans the other person, they haven't seen both sides of the equation, so that doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because I'm not familiar with this. Most of the bad mouthing that they do goes in that, what's it called? That I've only been in a few times. What's it called?
Discord?
So I don't report it or anything. No one
Well,
else does.
that's the thing. That's the thing.
why.
A Discord server can be a very happy place where people get along and they can share information, pictures, videos, ideas. They can plan for the next stream. They can be creative, or it can be a very toxic and destructive place too. And when people are banned willy-nilly, say it again.
Yeah, Elisa's is very toxic, so most of the bad mouthing about me that Donnie and Elisa do is there. So that maybe that's why they don't see the other side of it, because I'm not able to get in there and report it.
Yeah, you can't defend yourself either. So
Yeah,
it's kind of a place. It can be a very bad environment as well. And what I've been trying to say over the last month or so is that that's not a hiding place. You can't hide. You can't hide. And everybody knows. Everybody who knows. I kind of know too that sometimes when I entered the chat and I didn't say anything bad and I just commented, people would jump on top of me, and I know that they've been almost pre-brainwashed in Discord.
Oh, I know. I've seen it with you.
Yeah. Immediately when all I would do is just respond to what was said during the day in that chat to clarify it. I see that about, 10 people might jump on top of me. All of those people have been somewhat like almost trained to do that.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. Yeah,
And they don't do it, and they don't get trained while they're driving to work one day. They get trained somewhere, and Discord might be the place, because I'm banned from there. I don't know what's happening.
100%.
Yeah. So,
Same here. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's where all the hate. I know that Elisa would post pictures of me, and her and Joni would do those voice audios that were really cringy. And so that's where all the
and the funny part is that I was very loved in Discord until Elisa deemed it not so. And as soon as she deemed it not so, 20 other people immediately also deemed it not so. You can easily tell how insecure these people are. It's terrible, you know?
Oh, they're very insecure to follow someone that is such a
This is a lesson to people. When you hear nonsense, guys, don't feel afraid to speak up what's correct, what's right. Stand up for what's right. Don't just join the bandwagon.
Right. It's so easy to join the bandwagon and, typing things and stuff to make yourself feel good and to get Elisa to like you. But do what's right, people. Stand up against
I was thinking about that too. Yeah, just speak up for yourself. Don't take everything like how you hear it. Do your homework. Learn what's right. And then you'll see how what's right, you'll see how the truth makes sense afterward. You know?
Well, another thing, you treat people the way they treated you in the past. Like, for example, you. You've always been nice to people and all, everything, and they love you. And then all of a sudden, Elisa says, TK bad. And all of a sudden...
Yeah, out of the blue. Yeah, isn't that funny?
And you loved him so much, and TK rules, and this and that, and then all of a sudden, TK bad. But
Yeah, all of a sudden, right. And not for nothing, but just for entertainment value, she did that.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, and Elisa is the biggest narcissist and sociopath that I think I've ever come across.
Well, I mean, look, we've already... Yeah, but Dina, we've already been through all that. Like, everybody knows, like, all this stuff that you're saying. Yeah, everybody already know. Everybody know. Like, if we repeat it all the time, then that's when it becomes like a channel where all we do is Elisa bashing. And I think that we have enough here where we have great people following, and I'm trying to think of ways to have it be entertaining to people as well, and pick up what I've learned and apply it and like share it with people, and then apply new things, new experiences with people. And why even harp on that nonsense when I pretty much already said whatever needed to be said, and I matched everything that was done to me equally and perhaps a bit more back. So I think I've done everything that needed to be done in this case.
Yeah, you have, and whoever stands by you, those are your true friends and followers, and whoever doesn't, fuck them, you know?
No, I'm just worried and upset that there are people out there who are so insecure that they feel like they have to follow everything out of fear that they'll be banned themselves, you know?
Oh yeah, that they are 100%. They're very weak.
So if they disagree with the Queen Bee, that they're going to be banned themselves, they're deathly afraid of that. Deathly afraid. And we're talking about social media. We're not even talking about real life. We're not even talking about going against the grain in real life.
Right, but in real life they don't hang around. They just want
In real life, they're absolutely unsavable. Yeah, but in social media, they're out of fear. They'll join the rest of the herd. The rest of the herd.
It's been proven in psychology. You know, you have people by themselves might not say something, but when you get a gang-like mentality and join forces with people, they feel a lot stronger to attack people, and that's what makes them weak. Because in real life, if one of them saw you, they wouldn't probably say anything mean to you. They would shake your hand and say hi.
Right. And they should. They should shake my hand and say hi, as Eric did, because Eric seems to see past this. He sees people as people.
Right.
You know, Eric doesn't have, like a shiny, clean past, of course, like we read stuff. We hear stuff, we read stuff, but, when you meet a person, at least you got to be somewhat nice to them when you meet them, Like, I'm not going to go around shouting in the middle of the street at people, because they've been bad to me.
It's easy to do that when you're hiding behind a keyboard and you got 10 other people saying the same thing.
I've mentioned that. I've mentioned that as well. When you hide behind a keyboard and you banish somebody away with one keystroke, that's cowardly. That's the most cowardly thing you could ever do, and childish thing you could ever do. Adults shouldn't be involved with stuff like that. Adults shouldn't be doing stuff like that.
It's hard to believe some of these people are adults.
This is stuff that middle schoolers do that they never grew up, and in some way they never had to grow up, maybe because they got away with it for so long, and then social media came around, and somehow they got some source of income, and they were able to keep on doing it. So what I see is that's childish behavior.
Yeah, 100%. And by the way, to say it again, I don't think you realize how funny it was when you did come on the stream. I know you were already there with the family, but I can't even tell you how much I was laughing when you did go up there.
Well, you didn't think I knew that, and you didn't think I also knew that Elisa showed up twice that day, just so that there was a possibility that I might show up. I knew that. I know how her brain works.
Right. And it happened, and it was just I can't even tell you how funny it was.
I know Elisa well. She's a ringmaster, and that's good. That's good for entertainment. She's always thinking about how can I entertain people more. And she's like, why don't I put myself in a situation that maybe TK might show up? I know this going in. I knew it all going in.
You don't know. TK is following me. Oh my God.
Well, if you want to run into TK, you're not going to go to California. You're going to go to TK's neighborhood to find TK.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's your neighborhood. You live there. So I just thought I'd tell you how funny it was.
Yeah. So hopefully, I feel bad for some people, Dina, and I know this call's dragging on a little too long. We don't want to make it an Elisa bashing show. We don't want to go in that direction. But some people need to distinguish between what's reality and what's fantasy here. And you should never follow the herd just because you're fearful of something. You should never follow the herd.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
So thank you so much for the jokes. I've already forgotten them. So I'm gonna look to you to repeat them to us.
I got them too, so don't worry. Love you.
Thank you, honey. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
So she said a couple of jokes. That's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you so much. That was cool. She timed you out 6 times? Who was this? I can't poop. Even Harris, TM's son, told her to leave me alone and said, I'm welcome. He went back and read my chat logs and saw I wasn't so bad. Okay. Imagine having the time to be so dedicated. Yeah, you need time. That's one of the components. One of the components is what comes out of this, and the other component is having time. Oh, a little bit of intelligence helps too. But if you're a character of some kind and, you get the basic components, the software down, and you've got the equipment, you can definitely do this, especially if you have something to say. And I know everybody has something to say. I didn't have Facebook for years. I didn't have an Instagram account, didn't have anything. But I definitely, to my friends, I had something to say. To people in the real world, I had something to say. And now I'm just expanding that to the social media world. And I said in the very first stream, even with Elisa, the very first stream, I said, maybe I'm going to learn something about myself. I said that to her. And I said it on stream. You meant chatters? Okay. Cool. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to, I'm getting a call, and because I have family in town, right now I'm just going to respond to that call. So I'll turn the audio off, but I'm not going to turn the video off, so I'm just going to make a quick call. Okay, guys? So let me do that, and then I'll be right back with you. So I am back, guys. Sorry about that. Of course, I have to tend to other people as well. And I was speaking a different language anyway, so you wouldn't have understood and you would have been all weirded out. So I am back. So what's on your mind, guys? Tell me some jokes. Let's see if we can play another song. Anybody want to play a song? You have any ideas? What are you guys up to today? What are you guys up to? Anybody can like who they want. That's the beauty of having free will. Now, if you work for a studio, you work for NBC and then ABC says, oh, we want that person. But they're like, oh, I work for NBC. They signed a non-disclosure agreement. a confidentiality agreement, non-competition agreement. They signed all those things. Those people are basically owned, and they have to be loyal to that particular network. When it's IRL and you meet people out in public, guess what? Free will. Anyone can talk to anybody they want. Okay, so don't get that stuff twisted. Nobody's owned by anybody. And friends, you can be friends with somebody who is the enemy of your other friend. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So in fantasy world, maybe you can make the connections, but in reality, it doesn't matter at all. Okay, cool. Let's see if we can go to another song here. So I'm having a good time. I got 2 whiskeys in me, so I'm happy. Did you guys like the car ride? That was pretty cool. Not the easiest thing to do. Not the easiest thing to do. Call in 617-398-0175. 617-398-0175. I'll talk to anybody. And thank you for joining me too. Whenever I see over 20 people, like I've also streamed with 2 people on there. So I appreciate every single person who joins, and I'll talk to anyone. Thank you. You like the car, right? Yeah, the car's badass. It's freaking bad. It's too much car, actually. It's too much car. It's like, it's so much horsepower that if you mistreat it, you'll spin around in circles. But that's what's fun about it too. And I drive like a grandma most of the time. I just, I hit the pedal to the metal just a couple times just so that you guys can have a little bit of fun. But normally I drive like a grandma in that car. And get rid of Tina. Actually, everybody's been saying that on every stream. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, just like you guys are saying right now. It's okay. I can handle it. See if we can find another song. So the one thing we don't ever want is dead air. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a song, and I'm going to play something that's a little bit different, but everybody's familiar with it. So let's see if we can find that. So something that's topical to what we're talking about, right? Let's see. Don't make her a mod. I haven't made anybody a mod. Not even at that level. Don't even care at this point. Don't even care about making mods or anything like that. I could easily do that to anybody, but because of the fact that I'm not banning anyone, why have a mod? Just think about the logic. Who's my favorite band? I love Led Zeppelin, I love the Beatles, and I love Guns N' Roses. I love Metallica too, so those are probably the top 4. Thank you very much. Thank you. I always like the positive affirmation. So let's see here. This is a fitting song. Let's see if we can play this. We'll get past the stupid advertising and then we'll get to the song. I made $100,000 today to myself. So I'm already in a good mood. Anytime anyone wants to give a good mood, they just donate to themselves. I'll give you a loan. I'll give you a fake loan. How about that? A fake loan. At 10%. Only 10. With only 10 points. Leave me alone. Love. Just stop dogging me around. Wee-hee. We're switching to the wine, guys. Cheers. Just stop dogging me around. Woo! Cheers to you, Lucille. Just stop dogging me around. All right, okay, that was cool, that was cool. So I thought that was like relevant to what we were talking about. That was funny. And that was a song that he made up because of all the press just bothering him all the time. And that's why I like Rush too. Rush is a great band. 3-person band, being able to do all that success, you know, with 3 people, that was incredible, incredible. So yeah, aliases, I don't care. I don't care about aliases because I deal with everybody on a one-on-one basis if I have to. So it's not a problem for me. I mean, there's some ways to tell who's who, but it doesn't matter to me at all. Anybody can use an alias. It's YouTube, for God's sakes. And it shows you how silly some things are, you know. Don't take everything like too seriously sometimes. And then if you don't take things too seriously, then you realize really, really quickly that this is more entertainment. People are having fun. I've had fun the entire time. I've had fun the entire time. I just don't appreciate it when my friends are attacked and there are threats, you know, veiled threats that go out there and they're like, I'm gonna do this to you. I know about you. Like, that's all nonsense. It's lies. It's designed to ruin somebody's reputation. And someone who's built a very solid reputation is going to take offense to something like that. And when it's childish too, I'm going to slam that down to smithereens. So there's nothing left. So I think I've done a good job at that. And I hope that it ends. I hope that it ends. It probably won't, but I hope that it ends. And we can move on. So are you saying, Jackie, if Lisa threatened me? Well, you saw what happened on stream. I haven't spoken to her off stream. I have not, okay? So I haven't texted her. I haven't done anything with her. So whatever you've heard was said on stream. So these are threats that are talked about, like where I know this about you, I know that about you, blurting out misinformation, and you heard what I had said. I said, you don't even know what you're talking about. And that's the truth. They didn't know what they were talking about. So their sleuthing abilities suck. They suck really bad. They suck really bad. I would have actually, I have nothing to hide, but I would have actually applauded them if they found information out. It's like I said, it's easy to find out information about anybody, but if you try to make up lies and then spread those lies, very easy to find you. Dina, this is for you. You suck. So I guess there are people in the chat here as well that, go against each other. So I don't know if the spies are here, but I don't care. I'm having a good time on a Sunday afternoon. What are you guys doing? Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you're up to. Give me a joke. Tell me a story. Tell me a story. I'm probably going to only go until about dinner time because otherwise I could take it for 15 hours. I've got the time to do it, guys. I'm a very efficient person, so I can get rid of regular business during the day and I can keep on going. As you know, I've been able to do those 9-hour streams, 7-hour, 8-hour, 9-hour streams with Elisa, no problem whatsoever. And then join the chat all the way to the very end and watch old episodes too. So I was able to do it all. So I've got the time. You need the time and you need the gift of gab. Yeah, so Elisa lies and she calls everybody poor. That's one of her defense mechanisms. See what else we got here in the chat. Dina buttered me up on Valentine's Day for a reason, TK. She wanted my phone number because she has bad intentions. Well, that was the only way that they can communicate with me is to get my phone number. So Lisa gave her my phone number and so that she can send me pictures of herself. She wanted to send me pictures, but Elisa blocked those pictures. Initially, she blocked those pictures. And then afterwards, I asked again. I said, those pictures were intended for me. You saw it on stream. I said, those pictures were intended for me. So I should be able to see those pictures, not just glance at them. I should be able to see those pictures. You just got off work. You had to do 7. Okay, great. Jackie is Dina, pathetic. It says, Chunky Monkey, you can't and won't with Dina. Then it says, you already lost, you attack chat. That's rude. What? You already lost, you attack chat. That's rude. Then it says, Elisa's lipstick. Exactly. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is only a Dina thing, but guys, lighten up. 31 strong. That's a good number, actually. That's a good number. And again, I'm going to ask that if you have friends that you think would have fun with the streams that we're doing, I'm trying to come up with more creativity as we go along. And I like to keep the element of surprise. I think that's fun. The element of surprise is always fun. Anticipation's always fun. It's always good to have a cliffhanger out there, to mention things and then you don't quite know when it's going to happen. That's always fun. It's always interesting. I don't want everything to be too planned out there. And in IRL world, of course, nothing is planned out there. Today, we realize that. So you're going to run into things and you have to adapt. You have to be adaptable. But it is fun. It is fun to anticipate something that's going to happen. So I might throw out a little bit of a hint, but then after that, you don't know when it's going to happen. I think that's so fun. It says here, You don't like what I did to Elisa. You don't like what I did to Elisa, TK. You should have told her you wanted to be a streamer. That was sneaky. It was disappointing, and that's all I have to say. Well, that's because you've been conditioned. You've been conditioned to believe that all I said was that I wanted to be a streamer. I didn't want to be a streamer. I wanted to have fun. I had fun. I was making videos of the Greek festivals, and then I asked a question, and I said, is anybody interested in maybe watching me stream a cruise? Because that was the second cruise. Everybody had fun with the videos from the first cruise, so I had to get to work. That was the time at which I said, maybe I have to learn everything to see if I can stream. And I went, you know, I hit my nose to the grindstone to learn everything I could. During that week, Elisa had issues with Pickle. Pickle had breathing problems, okay? But I had to keep on working towards that goal to see if I could actually not have as many problems as I thought I would on the cruise, and I'm glad that I did. But the way that she took it, the way that she flipped out, the way that she said that I planned it all along, I'm good. I'm not that good, guys. I'm not that good, okay? I'm not that good at holding, you know, this whole big master plan for over 8 months. If I ever wanted to, and I know, if I ever wanted to, I could just go to anybody's stream, learn how they do it, and never having to be on the stream, and learn how they do it, and just take everything from them if I wanted to. Anybody could do that. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. It's not what people say it is to be able to get started. But in order to maintain it, you have to be able to have the gift of gab and the time to do it. But in order to get started, you don't need anybody's help. All right? Unless you're a complete moron or you're not interested in it. So it's very easy to do. A teenager could do it. But you're going to run into some issues. It's a lot easier. I mean, I taught somebody to do it in less than 2 hours. That's how easy it is. It took me a weekend. I have a relative who was a computer programmer. He probably did it in an hour. Probably figured it all out in an hour. You know, so we share ideas here. We're encouraging. We encourage people. And at the same time, I also had a lot of people being like against me while I was trying to figure this all out. Against me too, because of Elisa. So, Elisa, you totally took it in the wrong direction. And then you actually asked ChatGPT. You conspired with people to go against me. You thought it would be good entertainment value. It backfired on you. I gave you a taste of your own medicine on the following stream. I hope that you learn from this because you still need to learn from this. I think you haven't learned that lesson yet. I still don't feel you have learned that lesson. And I've said all along, the same thing holds true then as it does now. I'll still take an apology from you, but a sincere apology, not a bullshit apology on Discord. A sincere apology on stream, and then we can continue from there. We can go from there. And that's the way it's going to go down. No other way will I accept it. No other way. Or you can pay me Christy's salary. Not because I need it, but because I want it. You can pay me Christy's salary, and I'll carry around your garbage, and I'll stream with you, and I'll fall asleep while I'm streaming with you. I'll fall asleep in the back seat. How about that? We might get killed, but I'll fall asleep in the back seat. How about that? She'll never apologize because it's part of her personality. She'll never apologize. Especially in fantasy world, in social media world. In real life, she's introverted. She's an introverted person in real life. She saw me that split second. I don't know if you guys caught it. That split second with Eric. I'm a very social guy, so I talk with everybody. But that split second with Eric, she was like, oh. She was like this, very, very introverted response. So this kind of tells me a lot about her and her past. Maybe she was very introverted, maybe later became very extroverted on social media. I don't know how it all developed, but she definitely has a lot of energy, this girl. This is a great conduit in which to expend that energy. So that's great for her. And I love her show. I always loved her show. I love what she did with it. There's just safety first. That's the most important thing. And I've said it over and over and over and over again, that the number one thing is safety. Yeah, she never does anything wrong. Yeah. classic traits of a few insufficiencies that people have. Yeah, I think we were friends off. Look, Lisa never took calls of people. She was also very, very private when she was off stream too. I offered to help her with many, many things. With the car thing, that's a very simple thing for me to do, even though one of the pieces was somewhat complex, but I did it. But I can't stand when people have to pay grease monkeys at some garage and get ripped off just because they're a girl. So I was there. I was willing to offer her help, and it was something that could help her out so that she doesn't get sidetracked on the stream. That's why I was willing to help her with stuff like that. I was even going to do an oil change for her for free whenever it came up so that she wouldn't be ripped off by grease monkeys. So that's something that I could have done for her. And then there were other issues too, other private stuff that I don't want to mention here on stream, but I was willing to be helpful for her off stream as well. But she was a very closed person when she's not streaming. You know, she's dealing with her dogs. She does her own thing. She doesn't answer calls as well. So what's the point in just trying to text her? And I was very careful about how I texted her too, because I knew that she could easily share that with other people. So I was very, very careful to not share a lot of private information with her. And then when she said, I was gonna forgive her, but when she said, hey, I know a lot about you. I know more than you think. And all this stuff, I know this, I know that, and then she started to blur stuff out. Then I knew that she was being malicious. And that's when I attacked her back and I gave her a taste of her own poison. Yeah, should have let her pay $500 for an oil change. Actually, she paid, I think, like $100 for a light bulb. Fucking light bulb costs $10, guys. Fucking light bulb, and it takes 30 seconds to replace. I don't care what kind of suggestions people gave her in chat or in Discord, but when it comes down to the real deal of making shit happen, it was me. It was me. I made shit happen, okay? So the words that came out of my mouth were out of experience, not fucking people just giving her random fucking answers. You know, she doesn't know about something, she asks Discord, she gets 300 answers, right? The real deal was me. So that's just the car. But in real life too, in terms of investments, in terms of, you know, managing your money and all that, who knows if what she said on her end was real, but I was giving her pearls. I was giving her pearls, life pearls, experience, stuff that matters, okay? And her willing to dismiss that all for entertainment value, stupid. To me, it's stupid, really stupid, because she's not damaging me in any way. I'm a stand-up guy. I have a good reputation. And I'm sure that Tan Man kind of felt that too. He kind of felt that he was slighted in some way. So that was dangerous. That was dangerous to do. Dangerous for her professionally because I was free labor, guys. Free labor. Okay, maybe I'm not as goofy as some of the people that she meets on the street, right? But those people are also unpredictable people, right? I think I added value to the stream. Even if she says, oh no, we would have never even given him a second thought if he didn't keep coming on the street. Like, so stupid to say that, right? Just look at every single person that she's met. They come and go. They come and go. $100 light bulb, I know. Light bulbs are $13, and the high-intensity discharge light bulbs go to like $30, $40, but to replace them, you know, fucking garage will charge you $200, $300, and they won't even bat an eye when they do that. All right, so we're getting Dina again. So Dina, let's answer the call. See what's happening. All right, what's up, Dina?
Hi, you guys.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, few things. First of all, I have no alt name. It's, I'm shadow banned, so you can't even see my own name. Some people are trying to spread malicious lies that Jackie and Ghost are me, but clearly they're just nice people that have, people know who they are. They're not me. That's stupid. And
so you're saying you don't have an alt right now? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't even know how to do that. But no, I have no alt. I'm proud to say who I am and what I believe in, and Dina. And if I have something to say, I'll say it. I'm shadow banned, I guess. That's why.
Okay. Don't worry about it, sweetie. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it.
The other thing is, if it's okay with you, can I, because this won't conflict with your show, can I promote something for Tan Man?
Do you want to promote? I promote Tan Man all the time.
Oh, I'll tell you what it is, though.
Go for it.
Tan Man will be live at 7:30, and hopefully I'll be able to chat in there. I'm not sure how the shadow ban works, but I just wanted to promote him and let everyone know that TK and Tan Man have both caught on very easily to streaming. If Lisa can do it, anyone can do it. And she has a lot of people on the backside that are pretty smart and have money, like Leaf, who contribute to all the technical parts of her show. You see TK here, and he's doing it all on his own.
Yeah, it's completely on my own. I swear, there's nobody helping me. Zero people.
Like, and your shows, I just want to say how good they are because you show actual places and people you go.
Yeah.
Not just a close-up of your
I'm
face.
not avoiding people either.
No, you don't avoid people, and I like seeing that. You know, like I like that you show other people, and when you were on, what's that street you live on, that busy street?
So here in downtown West Palm Beach, the main street is called Clematis after the flower.
Clematis. It was interesting last week, and I think I mentioned it to you. When you were on Clematis, I saw a view of Clematis that I had never seen before.
Sure, I did a St. Patrick's Day stream, and I wanted to show people how young this city really is. It's a very young city.
Yeah. And
It's
I
not
had
just.
never actually
It's
seen
not
it.
just. They call it Heaven's Waiting Room. It's not just Heaven's Waiting Room here in Florida. Okay.
Yeah, I never even knew that.
Yeah, they used to call. Yeah, but the thing is, people have a misconception of what's going on. It's a very young city. I would say that the average age downtown is about 25 to 35, somewhere in that range. I would even be considered old here. Yeah.
No, I loved it. And what was interesting is, you know, even with Elisa for 2 years now, she'll only zoom in on her dancing and eating. But like with you and with Tan Man, you actually show the faces and the people. So you have far exceeded Elisa and done so much more.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't hide people from what's going on.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
love seeing the people. Yeah.
Then it wouldn't be
Like,
real.
pick on-
Then it wouldn't be real,
It
right?
wouldn't be real, and like you don't just go pick you or Tan Man. You don't just go pick on one or two disability people or retarded people.
No, I don't
You
target
know
people
that.
either. I don't target people.
Right, she has to target people to try to find
Yeah.
content. You
Well,
are able to find content. In just
I mean, she has an audience that responds to that. She has an audience that responds to that. You know, let's not make a mistake. That is the winning formula for her show, and it works for her. And God bless her for that. God bless her for that. But what she had done to me, I think that it's better for her to learn a lesson than just to continue on in the direction that she's going.
you know, yours is just so much more honest and you know, I just don't like seeing all the picking on people and you know making fun of them in her own way. She's trying to act like she's like a Howard Stern, and she's not.
Well, Tan Man said something pretty poignant yesterday. You know, when he said that she turns on a dime, that is absolutely true. She does turn on a dime. She does turn on a dime. Words matter to her. Every single word she's triggered. You know, on a single word she could be triggered.
Her face will completely
Yeah, the facial expressions. And some people say, she keeps saying that, you know, other people are the content and it makes her job easier when people are the content. The truth of the matter is that for a regular IRL streamer, other people are the content. But in her case, she's the content. In her case.
Yeah, but she's a complete narcissist and you know, whatever. That's all I have to say about that. But
So, yeah, I mean, you can take it as it is, but the facial expressions are gold. So, I mean, that's not something that I normally do. And people wait for that. The people wait for that stuff. And she has an audience that responds to it. That's great.
that's why I laugh, because I love seeing when she gets triggered. And
Why do you
she
think...
has all her mental breakdowns.
Why do you think that she has parodies about her facial expressions? Because they're interesting to watch.
Because, oh my God, I want to promote them. I know Aggie and Bill, they are so fucking.
I gotta fire Bill. I gotta replace Bill. I think me and Aggie would be better. I gotta talk to Bill about getting TK right.
You're so good. No, but that one that he's like sitting there on the
He did a good job. He's got my shirts. He's got my shirts. How the hell did he find my shirts? Did he break into my house when I'm not here? What happened?
He got your mannerism like so good. It's so funny.
Yeah. You're right.
And even when he did Tan Man, he was hysterical. And Aggie, when she does the duck lips and the eyelashes falling off and like the dizziness and stupidity of
I really, honestly, I'm instead of being upset, I'm so flattered. I'm so flattered instead of being upset when they did that stuff. That's why I did a reaction stream to the reaction. I did a reaction stream to the reaction because of that.
Okay, I missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a compliment. They really like you, and I don't know, they are just so talented. I'm waiting for the next one because
That's
love
funny.
it. And
No, Lisa and I, when they first came out with them, we were kind of weirded out. We were like, where is this coming from? Why after months they never mentioned anything? So the element of surprise definitely caught us off guard initially. But I got to like them more and more as they were putting a lot of effort into it. And I always like when people put effort into stuff. I always like that. Because it shows hard work. It shows hard work. Guys, if you want something to be done and done right, you got to work hard at it.
And you know what's also really funny about them is I've seen, I guess, one or two where they have Christy. They have that girl that's just like...
They have their daughter. That's their daughter.
Oh, that's their daughter.
That's her daughter.
Oh, that's hysterical. She's so good. Like, she barely has to say anything.
Well, I tried. I've tried in the past to duplicate Christie's moves. They're so unpredictable that I don't think anybody can duplicate it except for Christie. So that's definitely a Christie copywritten dance. Nobody can duplicate it. Not even Danny Terrio, John Travolta. Nobody can duplicate that.
But no, they are the three of them. They are very fun with their parodies, and I just never laugh so much when I see them. You know, they're just so funny. But anyway, I love you. Keep doing what you're doing.
All right, thank you.
Live at 7:30, and have a great night.
Thank you so much. Take care now.
Thank you, TK. Love you.
All right, bye-bye. No, look, everybody can be popular on this show. Everybody. I like making friends. I make friends. You know, I'm very good at that elevator speech. You know, when they say, what's your elevator speech? I just start conversations so quickly with people. I just have that knack. I know I do. What's going on, Joni? Is Joni in the chat? Is the real Joni in the chat? Hi, Joni. How are you? If that's really you. Because we don't know what's going on. IP2 Truther. Okay, everybody's got interesting names. Okay, great. Yeah, like, look, I'll talk to anybody. But nobody seems to be calling in. That's interesting. Maybe I should start a game show, huh? No, I'll leave it to Tan Man. Tan Man seems to have a knack for this game show thing. He likes that a lot. And he's got that voice. He's got that deeper voice, you know? So he's got that going on for him. Thank you for joining. Even though you've slammed me on other streams, thank you very much for joining. I appreciate that. That tells me a lot, guys. That tells me a lot that, you know, you're willing to come and see the chat. I appreciate it, you know. And hopefully not for malicious reasons. Hopefully not for stupid reasons, but just because you want to be entertained. And, you know, you like the back and forth. I still feel a connection to everything that's been going on. Definitely. He has a 12-pack of Marlboros a day. It's kind of interesting, right? I used to run marathons and stuff and then have like a big chocolate cake, or I used to have like a drink after that. People would be like, oh, that's unhealthy. I'm like, look, that's a reward. That's a reward. So if he takes care of himself and he looks the way that he does at 62, let him do whatever the hell he wants. No, you don't have to use your legal name. You can use any stupid old name you want. Maybe in the future they'll change that. All right, cool. All right, so guys, So I guess what's happening is I am going to think of a couple things to do maybe this week coming. Trying to think now, would they be daytime things? Most likely they'll be daytime things just because I'm not gonna have a lot of time. I already have my relatives calling me right now while I'm on stream. I've gone a little too long, so this is 2 hours, then I had another 2 hours before, so we're going on 4 hours between the two parts. I appreciate that you joined me on Sunday. It was fantastic. I tried a few experiments here. I tried driving around. I tried to use the new plan that I had. We fell into some challenges with the golf and all that, but that's okay. That's all right. We got a chance to connect with each other. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna make the thumbnails and all that. So we'll move forward this week. Maybe I have a little bit of a surprise for you. I think it would be interesting. I'm thinking about that, and I'm thinking about the future, like in the medium future. Within the next month or 2 months, what I'm gonna do. I'm definitely gonna be traveling. So if you enjoy traveling streams, please tell people, let them subscribe as well, because I'm gonna be doing traveling streams. I'm gonna have to get through those challenges too, of getting internet to work while I'm overseas. So that will be in the medium term. That will be down the line, 2-3 months down the line. That's gonna happen. That's definitely gonna happen. In the States too. In the States too, I'll be well covered, but when I go overseas, there's gonna be some challenges there. But we'll make sure to get some information out to you ahead of time. And then when I do those travel streams, those are what I love the best. I love the best. I love learning things at the same time with you so we can share those experiences together. I think that would be great. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in today. Thank you so much for the songs, for the donations, for the chat, for the call-ins, all of that. I appreciate it so, so much. And of course, I love you all. Thank you very much. Bye-bye now. Have a happy Sunday evening. Take care.